I met a gypsy.
Like one of the best examples of this that I can think of that I talk about a bunch is Bereman. So
Dude,
I remember when I
the
first
best,
met
bro.
Bereman, I was like, I think he was 19. I was probably like 22 or something like that. And I remember I spent like the first year where I was like, he's just friends with everyone likes him. And I didn't, not that I didn't get it,
Right.
but I didn't know why. It was like I was an outside looking in. I'm like, everyone just loves this dude.
Dude, yeah.
And then you fully get to know him. He's like the epitome of that.
Dude.
Of just like fully wants everyone to crush at their life. And you know what? His life has crushed.
Yeah.
He's crushed it
Just
in
how
his
shit
fight.
works.
And
Dude.
I think it's like as a flow-on effect of like the way that he treats other people.
100%. And that's such a good. First of all, Tyler's probably the best example you could ever bring
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
you know?
He's the person I always think about.
Always, because I mean, dude, it doesn't matter how he's doing or how he's feeling or whatever. Like
What he's gone through, which is generally a fucking lot.
Yeah, literally, just like two blown out knees, and he's like, "No, it's all good, dude." You know, like it's like, no, it's not. But you saying that makes me feel better. Yeah,
Yeah.
And but no, dude, Tyler is just like probably one of the most like loyal, down to earth human beings that I've ever met, and like. Dude, before I knew him, I thought he was a cocksucker.
Really?
I'm a kid, and I'm just like looking at him. And
Yeah,
what,
you would have been a bit younger than him.
yeah,
mate.
yeah. And I'm like looking at what him and Darren were doing, like, you know, when they were doing like East Coast is Toast, which was like the hardest shit ever back then.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that guy seems like a prick, you know, like how would I know? Also, you know, I'm also a child at the time. I'm probably like 15, 16 years old.
Well, and probably just like young and wanting what he had. Because he was just doing
The
everything
hardest.
on his own.
Yeah,
like
he was
the way that
so
he wanted
cool.
to do it.
I
yeah.
didn't even know how to whip a dirt bike yet. You know, I was just like, this guy's so much cooler than me. You know, and it's so funny because I remember after, you know, me and him became really good friends. I'd like tell him that I'm like, dude, you used to seem like the biggest prick, you know, and he's just like, we laugh about it, but I can't, you know, dude, I can't explain how that dude somehow finds a way to come up to me right before a race is about to start and just like give me the biggest hug and grab me by the helmet and go like, you're a fucking animal, you know, like he's just like, he's just that guy. And then, you know, you go and you win the race and then he's the first dude you see after the finish line, after the checkered flag. He's right there. And he's so genuinely excited and just happy to be there.
And that's why, from the outside, it just looks like he has everything.
Yeah.
You know, because he literally gives everything to people.
And
it's the craziest thing. He's the best example of when you're so good to everybody.
Yeah.
What you get back in return, you know?
100%. I remember too, like, I remember before Red Bull and shit, like, I had heard stories about, like, him begging to be on Monster, and they're basically telling him, like, fuck off. And, like, just to see how life works, and just to see him never stop. And, you know, I mean, dude,
I think it was pretty hard for him to even get the Red Bull thing, man.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't even think it was easy for him to get on that.
Right.
And then do you remember the first thing he did with that Red Bull helmet?
Was that when he
The Farm Jam.
Oh, yeah.
Remember he did like that 150-foot turn up that just got like millions and
that was in like
millions
New Zealand or something. That is. Please show me that,
bro.
I've watched this shit so many times.
This was like the first. I wonder how many views this has on Facebook now.
Oh,
go scroll down. I want to.
Probably so many. 3.8 million.
3.8 million views. Yeah. And this was literally like the first clip that he gets.
Dude, the slow-mo.
On fucking Red Bull. And it's just like, bro.
Like, literally, dude, look at him. Just looking right at the
is
camera.
Fucking psycho.
No, that's the coolest shit about Tyler, too, is like I said, man. You
That's
get to be
crazy.
friends with these people, and you get to be their biggest fan.
Yeah.
That's the coolest part about life. That's the coolest part about being here and doing the shit that we all do, man. Like, it's so important. What everybody does is so important, you know? Just like whether it's you're the garbage man and you're getting up at 4 a.m. and that's what you do, all this shit's important, and everybody's got a role in life, you know?
Dude, that's so true. Like,
Yeah.
it's such a simple statement to make,
Yeah.
but so consequential. And if you can think about that every day,
Yeah.
like I ate eggs this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I had nothing to fucking do with them.
Right. Right.
My wife went and bought them from Sprouts. And then we had avocados. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, man.
every single thing that you touch in your life was touched by another person.
Yeah.
And without that person playing the role that they played,
No eggs for Jace.
no eggs.
You know?
No, but it's like, and it sounds like glib and silly.
Right.
But it's not.
But it's not
And
at
it's
all.
actually an important thing to think about, like
Yeah.
if you can have that perspective.
Yeah.
And it's crazy you have it as young as you do too.
Oh, man, I appreciate that, dude. Yeah, you know, it's just life experience, ups and downs, you know, like you just, you figure out a lot about life and I guess what it really means. And when you have, you know, I've got the best family in the world, you know, like I truly, my parents, my mom and dad are like, you know, they're my parents, but they're also my best friends too, you know, and that's how we grew up, you know.
If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.